Hey Freak 1983 here, and welcome to the channel. For those who are new, make sure to remember to subscribe. For those of you that are just watching it or have been following me, make sure you like and all that stuff as well. It really helps out. Today we're going to be talking about Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, I've talked about this once before. I did a basic review when I seen the film in theaters. However, now that it's out on digital platforms such as Vudu, Apple TV, and Prime Video for purchase, I felt it's time we go ahead and talk about it a little bit more. There will be spoilers. So if you have not seen the film, stop the video right now. Wait till after you watch it, and then if you want, come back. Okay, so it starts out with the character of Egon Spengler. Because, as you know, Harold Ramis passed away in, I believe, 2016. I could be wrong on the date. He obviously could not come back as Egon. So they had basically a look-alike with little work to make him look like Egon, and his face is usually left fairly obscured. And it was pretty cool. It's kind of an awesome tribute to him. The way they end up killing the character, though, he dies in a chair from a ghost. I don't know. If he had died from the ghost out when he's holding up the trap and stuff like that, would have been cool, but just sitting in a chair, it just felt like it was lacking a little something. That said, it's still pretty cool that they found a way to make that work. The only other thing is, the movie is basically a tribute to Harold Ramis, aka Egon Spengler. I still do feel too they went a little too far with it, like having his supposed ghost that's unseen through most of the movie, suddenly move a lamp and show different things and help with tools or the wires on the car. I don't know what it is. I know it's fictional and I know, it's a ghost movie, but I felt they went a little bit too far with that. But the fact that they paid tribute to him throughout a whole movie is pretty awesome. When he shows up at the end of the film, when I seen it in theaters, pretty much everyone was crying. I've heard a lot of people talk about it since they've watched it digitally. Same reaction. It's pretty awesome. The audio mix, I only have a 5.1 soundbar system with sub, but the audio mix is a little bit lacking. I've seen some other films, older films even, with far better mixes. Now, it may sound better in a full, Atmos mix system or something along those lines, but on my system, sound was just fair. Visually, I thought, when I seen it in the theaters, I thought it was a little faint, but I thought perhaps that was just the projector at the theater, but I still feel that way. Visually, it's still not quite where I think it should be. I get they did a lot of that for the tone and trying to make it have that same feel, but I wish the colors popped a little bit more. Little tiny twist on the brightness. Make it just a little more vivid. But, this is nitpicking here. The story, phenomenal. I'd give the story a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Alone. I loved it. I've watched it twice. So obviously I enjoyed the film. Casting, almost perfect. The biggest one I see as a flaw is, and he even wasn't that bad, was the Finn Wolfhard, I believe his name is, from Stranger Things. I'm not even 100% sure if it's just the way the character was written, but I just felt like he was just kind of there. He wasn't fully immersed in the role. And it may have just been, they didn't have a whole lot for him to do, but he just didn't feel like he was wholly there. Everyone else, awesome. Awesome. I couldn't have picked a better casting choice. Especially bringing back the originals. I do wish their part was a little bit longer, but hey, it is what it is. Overall, it is a fun movie. A lot of little Easter eggs that you're going to find that were really cool. I'm still noticing things that I didn't even notice in theaters, like when Podcast puts on the hat that Lewis had on, made of the pan with all the wires and stuff on it to monitor his brain in the original film. That's here. It's so cool. But it is a tribute. So you're going to have a little bit of a rehash and a lot of things too, but I think it's worth it and I think it works. So overall, I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 5. There's little nitpick flaws here and there. I believe it set things up for a really cool sequel that would take things to a whole nother level. I highly recommend it, but it's not perfect. Very few films are. So make sure you get it on there and you check out Ghostbusters Afterlife. All right, I'm Anime Freak 1983. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this video. Until next time, see ya.